Hello, Thomas the Tank Engine and Friends fans. Today what we have here is a dedication video to Leokin Videos. He's also done lots of Thomas items and lots of cheap knockoff Thomas's items as well. And today what we're going to do is a grand video for Leokin himself of my 1993 Thomas the Tank Engine train set. Let's go ahead and get this thing unboxed and see what it has for us in store. Now what it says here on the box, it says Thomas the Tank Engine Friends, battery operated railway up here. It says comes with 10 pieces of track over 10 feet long, and the Thomas illustration here on the front of the box, which is also amazing, with the Thomas, Annie and Clarabelle depot spot here. Now due to age, it's actually kind of torn up a little bit here, because all this plastic's kind of busted in from age. It says it is a $5 railway debate, details inside no longer available because this train set is over 23 years old. As seen on the Shanghai Station Railway. Leo, I'm pretty sure you can tell me more about that if you make a video for Horfig29 and Daft Brony. I would most appreciate that. Watch Thomas's eyes move from side to side in the train set as he rolls along on the train track. Switches from battery operated to freewheeling fun, which means you can push Thomas at your own free will and put him where you choose. Two directions, forward and reverse. There's possibly a switch on the back of Thomas, and here on the side it shows some Thomas Tank Engine logos. Now back in 1993, this was it came out for $29.99, $30 for this Thomas set, and I paid like $50 something for this off of eBay.com from a seller. And it says here it comes with 10 pieces of snap together straight and curved track. Thomas's eyes move from side to side as he chugs along. Annie and Clarabelle's roof lifts off for extra storage. Changes from battery operated to freewheeling fun. Two directions, forward and reverse. And requires 2C batteries not included. And it says up here, if you want to read this, peep peep all aboard the wonderful world of Thomas the Tank Engine and Friends. And it shows on how the track is easily snapped together here. And here in the picture it shows a display of Thomas and Annie and Clarabelle. And what is supposed to be an imitation of Brett Allcroft or some random lady with two young children with a Thomas set on the ground. Due to the comparison of size, you see Thomas laid out here on the floor with the logo here on the bottom, and apparently there was something down here in the corner that had a name or something on it that got cut out. I bet you it was that railway debate tag on there. And the headquarters is toy headquarters. This is also very cool when it says warning. Small parts which contains present choking hazard, as it does. This is model 12,120 for Thomas and Friends ages 3 and over. Here on the side it's more Thomas art there on the bottom of the box and the top. And let's really talk about the picture on the front. Actually, it's very, very detailed. This is not a knockoff Thomas the Tank Engine. As a matter of fact, if it's from 1993, you can definitely tell it's a classic Thomas toy by the illustrations. Like, it's very close to the original books, and the illustrations is what we love. But let's go ahead and get the Thomas and Annie and Clarabelle out of the box along with the tracks. Now before we continue on with the video, the train tracks that I have for this Thomas are not the actual tracks, but they are compatible with my Thomas. So let's go ahead and get Thomas and Annie and Clarabelle out. Okay, what we have here is our Thomas and Annie and Clarabelle in the styrofoam packaging. What we're going to go ahead and do is that we're going to take out the freight cars first. But actually, no, we're going to go ahead and take out Thomas. And we're going to go ahead and easily take him out of the box. For a small little Thomas, it sure does have some weight to it. What I love about Thomas, it's very accurate to the TV show. And he does have his eyebrows, but they're not very easy to see because they're painted and sculpted there. Thomas's eyes do move like it says on the box. As a matter of fact, let me give you a little eye motion there. A little bit flick of the wrist. Thomas's detail is incredible, besides the loss of the front lamp and the hookups here in the front and the silver trimming around him. But otherwise, Thomas looks very astonishing on the very front view. And also on the very top, we have the detailed aspects of Thomas with his boiler. Except the whistle itself does not really have a detail like other old Thomas toys. Now here on the side it shows the compatibility of Thomas, which is very cool to watch. is on how Thomas is rolling down the track, and you see all this detail here. The wheels are a silverish grey on this Thomas, which is very cool, yet a little bit odd. But it's an old vintage toy, so I'm not going to make fun of it. And the sculpting of Thomas is also amazing. And I'm just hoping that something very capable of Thomas the Tank Engine comes along in like the future. But otherwise, Thomas has great detail on the siding. Now let's move to the back. Now here on the back is the battery compartment for Thomas. And there's a switch that allows the motor to roll free or motorized. You can switch between motorized and freewheeling by this red switch back here. It's the coupling on Thomas. That doesn't really want to do anything, does it? Alright, there we go. And here on the back of Thomas is his coal box. Very great detail on the coal. It looks very realistic. But it's got a little bit of dirt on it due to its age. But I love the detail of Thomas's back end on how there's two different... Actually, it's the same drive on each side. Look there. See, it's just Mr. Conductor on both sides. I stick a relay of the conductor. Now here on the back, the screw actually looks like Thomas's headlamp, which is very cool. I love on how they centered it right there in the middle instead of just making it a clip-on piece. Here's the forward, reverse, and off switch and the freewheeling switch. On the hookups of Thomas's buffers, they're completely black, but it's also very amazing on how to see this. But let's go ahead and actually view Annie and Clarabelle now and show you the great details of them. Then later on in our video we'll have Thomas in a layout for you. So let's get to the freight cars. Okay, now what we're going to do is that we're going to get to Annie and Clarabelle. And let's go ahead and pull them out. Now this is the Annie freight car from the Thomas the Tank Engine battery operated railway. I love the aspects on how these engines, cars came out. The wheels are plastic and very, very complex. So actually kind of over-endure. But I love on how they got the people inside of the freight car, which is also another cool feature. Oh, what we got here? What we got inside Annie? We got something very amazing. What could that be? It could be a letter from Thomas. What could it be? And it's instructions. It's just instructions on how to run the railway, on how to connect the tracks, put the batteries inside Thomas, the engage switch, forward and back, reverse, track layout, and couplings of Thomas. I will post this in the video at some point. That way you guys can look at this if you ever get this set yourself. But otherwise, we're gonna go ahead.
About getting it myself.
Yeah, he's thinking. This is
I love Thomas.
Yes, we're very big fans of Thomas. As a matter of fact, Leo, if you can actually let me know what kind of Thomas characters you have duplicates of that you're not willing to keep anymore, just send us a message to Horror Freaks channel.
No, I think, if I'm correct, they had a Thomas like this. They had a James and a Gordon, I think.
I think so. But the detail of the freight cars with the buffers and the couplings is also the same as Thomas. I love the way that the couplings are actually designed and how they're at a curve. That way when Thomas goes to get coupled up, they don't easily unhook like most trains. Thomas can easily be coupled up to his freight cars and have no problem whatsoever. And just like, I don't know if I said this, but the lids on the tops of the freight cars, the roofs can actually come off to where you can place passengers inside, like Sir Topham Hatt or any conductor or anything like that. So we're going to go ahead and put this back in there and keep this handy in case we ever need to run Thomas again. And if I have this train set in the future, that way I can remember how he works. Now we're going to move back over to Clarabelle. We're going to go ahead and put Thomas back over here. And we're going to pull out Clarabelle. Let's see what we got in here. We got another surprise from Thomas. Oh no, what's it going to be? What's it going to be? And it's 2 Duracell C batteries. These are 2 switchable batteries. As a matter of fact, these two C batteries are for Thomas right over there. The cute little blue tank engine takes these 2 massive batteries, and they're very, very, very high powered to keep this little engine run on the railway of Sodor. Now, just like Annie, what we're going to talk about is that it's got the same details but it's got some different people in the windows. As you can see, I don't know if it's got the same people. Oh wait, I think it does. Look there, same people, just different orders. That's very eye-catching. You don't notice that until you actually look at it. Like, they have this African American lady and this white Caucasian male and all these other people inside the freight car. The wheels themselves also run very freely, just like Annie over there. I love on how the wheels are very loose. So what we're going to go ahead and do is that we're going to get the train set out, and we're going to show you the train tracks, and we'll show you the rest of this after we get them all out of the box and get them set up. Cars go facing this way. Okay, sorry about that. We are trying to get... Did you... Alright. Okay, now that we're getting Thomas onto the train tracks, we're getting the train set up to where it's on the tracks. And Thomas is now set up onto the railway, and we're about to get ready to start Thomas. So, here we go, here goes Thomas! Oh, look, there goes Thomas on the railway! He's trucking right along. He's on the island. Oh, Thomas hit a piece of train track. There he goes then. Come on now, Thomas. Now let's do something. Let's do something fun. Go backwards, Thomas. Go backwards. Thomas is going backwards. Now it's time to go forwards. Forward, Thomas, forward. Okay. Hey, oh, whoa. Thomas is trying to get away now. He's trying to get away. Okay, let's move Thomas back over here onto the train tracks. Well, everyone, that is our 1993 Thomas the Tank Engine battery operated railway toy train set that we have on Lego Train Tracks. If you guys want to check out another video that's cool like this one, please like and subscribe to our videos. And thank you, Leokin Videos, for viewing our video. If you ever do, this is a grand video to you, and thank you for all the awesome Thomas toys that you've shown us throughout the years. Thank you, and see you guys later. Say bye, Thomas!